Don't go away! F-Zero GP Legend is on 4Kids TV right now! One pilot from the past must battle to save the future. Here I come. Don't miss F-Zero GP Legend. Coming up next. You're watching 4Kids TV. Buckle up. Now back to F-Zero GP Legend.
On the next F-Zero GP Legend, top racers are disappearing and the Galaxy Police suspect a plot to destroy the F-Zero circuit. Rick is forced to confront an outlaw gang and defend a pair of peculiar pilots. And the task force is trapped by a van on a collision course with disaster. Coming up next on F-Zero GP Legend.
And now back to F-Zero GP Legend.
On the next all-new F-Zero GP Legend, the task force's arch-foe dispatches a hitman to hunt down Dark Million's #1 enemy.
This time, your target is the Galaxy Police's top cop.
But boy, have they got the wrong guy. Fearing the worst, Tanaka is put under 24-hour lockdown. But when he manages to escape, the task force races to the rescue. And they soon find themselves the targets of an all-out ambush. Don't miss the action on an all-new F-Zero GP Legend, coming up next.
Mew Mew Power is on 4Kids TV right now.
And now back to more Mew Mew Power.
Kiki, Karina, Bridget, Renee, and Zoe. 5 teens protecting the world and making it a safer place for dating. It's the all-new Mew Mew Power, premiering next week at 8 a.m.
Protect people from monsters in the shadows of the night. But this superhero might not be so super after all. Turns out she might be working for the Cineclons. Or she might just be your average international pop star with special powers who gets a kick out of fighting monsters in her spare time. Or she might be both. An evil international pop sensation bent on world destruction. Anyway, see you next week on an all-new Mew Mew Power.
Magical Do-Re-Mi will be right back, only on 4Kids TV. Now back to Bratz, only on 4Kids TV.
Super stylin', let's do it!
The Bratz stage a feline fashion shoot.
Oh, Micah, you so rock.
But when someone catnaps Micah,
Give me my cat!
Jade goes on a hair-raising rescue mission. Hit the catwalk with an all-new Bratz. Next week. Bratz will be right back, only on 4Kids TV.
Byron's sending the Bratz on a super secret mission.
You want us to go to Paris?
But do they have what it takes to be undercover agents?
Paris, here we come!
Don't miss Bratz next week, only on 4Kids TV.
Bratz will be right back.
My diabolical potion is ready.
What's happening? It's like Bradine is taking over the whole city.
Long live the Queen.
Party's over, Bradine.
Try this.
It's an all-new Bratz next week, only on 4Kids TV. And now, back to Bratz.
Can you do the catwalk?
Can we?
Supermodels. Super meltdown.
Fine. And I'm a total wreck.
The Bratz take Paris, coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
Don't go away. An all-new Winx Club is on 4Kids TV right now. Want more magic? We'll be right back with more Winx Club, only on 4Kids TV. On the next episode of The Winx Club, Bloom goes to the Althea School for Fairies in the realm of magics, where she meets exciting new friends, as well as dangerous new foes. The magic's in you, on the next Winx Club, next week. To save a civilization of nymphs, the Winx Girl take on a giant sea turtle.
If we stick together, it can't get us.
Don't miss the Winx Club, next week, only on 4Kids TV. When Bloom turns into a block of ice, her friends come to rescue her.
You are so over!
But will they also need to be rescued?
This isn't even a contest.
Don't miss the Winx Club, next week, only on the next Winx Club. The Rock Army has invaded Althea. Will the Winx Girls survive their onslaught?
You gotta be kidding! There's like thousands of them!
Catch all the action on the Winx Club. the witches begin their battle march.
All that's left to conquer are those pixies. Their destruction will be swift and merciless.
But Bloom is ready to bring it on with the power of the Dragon Flame. Don't miss the Winx Club next week. You're watching 4Kids TV. The magic continues. Now, back to the Winx Club. When Icy gives two Winx girls the deep freeze, Bloom comes to the rescue.
I'll get you, Icy.
Now!
She's all ours.
Don't miss the Winx Club, coming up next. On the next Winx Club, Bloom battles it out with Princess Diaspro to win Brandon's heart.
You're finished.
You're the one who's finished!
No, I'm just getting started.
Oh, yeah? Don't miss the Winx Club next week. We'll be right back with more Winx Club, only on 4Kids TV.
The first day of school at Althea. But the new girl, Layla, is in trouble.
Now you'll feel a shadow. It will be the last thing you ever feel.
Will her first day be her last? Find out on the Winx Club next week.
Maybe they're just messing with us.
It's a dead end for the Winx girls.
And there's a cliff behind us. It's been nice knowing you guys.
The witches will finally win. Or will they? Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week.
They're done for, and we've got front row seats.
Where's Bloom?
Where could she have gone?
I found a great way to boost your powers.
I'm feeling so much negative energy in here.
Will her screams be answered? Check out an all-new Winx Club next week.
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, back to the Winx Club.
Prepare for battle!
Althea belongs to the witches.
I wonder what that was! Baltor destroying Paragonda. Just like we're gonna destroy you!
It's an all-new Winx Club, next week at 8.
We'll be right back with more Winx Club.
Are you ready to be spellbound? You bet! Then don't miss the most magical moments in Winx Club history. Starting next week, only on 4Kids TV. All right, you guys, it's time for Winx!
And now, back to the Winx Club.
4Kids TV is counting down the final all-new episodes of the Winx Club.
We've got ourselves a mission. The Pixies unite to defend Althea. Charge! But will their bark be more than their bite? Try this on for size.
You're done, Tiny Tots.
Only 7 episodes left to the Winx series finale. Don't miss an all-new episode next week at 8.
Peekaboo, I got you!
Don't go away. Shaman King will be right back, only on 4Kids TV.
On an all-new Shaman King, when a bold warrior is unable to join the fight,
Amidamaru is not ready for battle.
a brave shaman must stand alone.
Yo is unable to achieve spirit form. He's defenseless.
Attack Yo now! Don't miss an all-new Shaman King next week.
I do love to watch a good fight.
Fate has put power into the wrong hands.
The world as we know it is coming to an end.
Yo, you have to stop him.
Soon we'll be united, and the King of Spirits will be mine.
It's a mesmerizing all-new Shaman King, coming up next. And now, back to more Shaman King.
Spirit form!
Yo continues to fight towards his final goal.
I'm gonna find Zeke, and I'm gonna stop him. Okay, let's go.
This time you're mine!
It's down to the final 5 episodes. The ultimate battle begins on an all-new Shaman King next week.
Don't go away. An all-new Ninja Turtles is on 4Kids TV right now. Don't make a move. We'll be right back with more Ninja Turtles, only on 4Kids TV.
Super Turtles, count it off! Rabbit Turtle, Shelectro, Grid X, Loboid!
Super Turtles, Metropolis needs you.
You gotta watch an all-new Ninja Turtles next week. Welcome, my sons.
The Elentian shall rule once more.
The human race will be wiped out. Turtle Armor Force, move out.
You are no match for my power.
Gotta watch an all-new Ninja Turtles next week, only on 4Kids TV. Hey, Raph.
What?
Does my butt look big in this outfit?
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now more martial arts madness on the Ninja Turtles.
Raphael is set to a world where racing pro bike is the only way to survive. Can he reach the finish line before the ice worms finish him? It's an all-new Ninja Turtles. Next week, Raphael Plan Racer! Raphael!
My brother Donatello is an engineering genius, a graceful athlete, and a most polite Ninja Turtle. Please accept my apology.
For what?
For this. Now, it's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week. Check it out. We were watching these winged flying guys fighting it out in the sky, and I'm like, cool! What could possibly be better than this? Why, 4 winged flying Ninja Turtles, of course! It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
We'll be right back with more Ninja Turtles, only on 4Kids TV.
On a new Ninja Turtles, Hun is back.
You and me, we got unfinished business.
Bring it on.
And he handles Casey and Leo with ease. But how's he gonna do against this big, hairy, scary thing? It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week. On a new Ninja Turtles, ghouls, witches, werewolves, and goblins. Man, I just love Halloween. It's the one day where a turtle can walk around and just be a turtle.
Cool costumes.
Thanks, you too. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now back to more Ninja Turtles.
208, 209. Talk to the turtle. Uh-huh. No problem. We'll be there.
Who was it?
Nobody. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
Ever had one of those really bad days? The kind of day that really can't get any worse. Until it does. You gotta be kidding me. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
Hey, fight fans! It's Leonardo versus the new Shredder! Ooh, Shredder's got one of those chain whippy thingies. Leo's in trouble, Mike. Don't miss the Ninja Turtles! All new next week!
We'll be right back with more Ninja Turtles.
Dinosaurs. The fiercest predator of all time. Their fury knows no bounds. Their rampage cannot be stopped.
Joe! Saved by a sneeze. Now, that's embarrassing.
Catch the Ninja Turtles. All new next week.
The Turtles travel back in time to take on an old foe.
Nothing can stop me now!
But Savanti Romero has a bone to pick with them.
Let's have some fun!
Don't miss the Ninja Turtles, all new next week.
And now, back to the Ninja Turtles.
It's Area 51 Fisticuffs, featuring Mutant Donatello versus Leatherhead. Don't miss the Ninja Turtles, all new next week. The Turtles attempt a daring break into the Foot headquarters. But their ambush goes awry when Shredder catches them green-handed. How about we get the shell out of here?
I think not.
Is the phrase worst case scenario running through anyone else's mind?
Don't miss the Ninja Turtles, all new next week.
Don't go away. An all-new Sonic X is on 4Kids TV right now. Don't run off. We'll be right back with more Sonic X only on 4Kids TV.
On the next all-new Sonic X, in his quest to build a dark empire,
Those hostages need our help.
Eggman will stop at nothing. I'll finish them with one blast. Oh, yeah? Catch an all-new Sonic X next week.
Sonic's world and Earth are about to collide.
Our only hope to save both worlds is to send you and Sonic back home.
Time's running out.
Catch Sonic X before it's too late next week. You're watching 4Kids TV. Hold on fast. Now back to Sonic X.
On a very special Sonic X. Not ready to say goodbye, Chris and Sonic run away.
Two best friends. One incredible journey. You won't want to miss Sonic X next week. We'll be right back with more Sonic X, only on 4Kids TV. Chris's return sends the gang on their greatest adventure.
We're going into outer space!
Ignition!
It's Sonic X next week. You're watching 4Kids TV. Now back to Sonic X.
On a new Sonic X. Valentine's Day is over for everyone else, but not for Amy.
I'll catch Sonic in a trap and his heart will burn with love.
Love is fleeing on an all-new Sonic X next week.
Well, do we have a future together?
On a new Sonic X, it's an intergalactic attack as Eggman teams up with the Metarex to destroy Sonic and the crew.
Sonic, no!
It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
Go, Eggman! Go, Eggman! Go, 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 Eggman!
We'll be right back with more Sonic X. On the next Sonic X, the Metarex mission is revealed.
Destroy Sonic, no matter what it takes.
What do we do?
Shadow returns to save the day, and old friends join together again. It's Sonic X next week. And now back to Sonic X.
I can't let them take over the galaxy without a fight.
We might as well battle the Metarex too!
Alright, this'll be fun!
That depends on how you define fun.
You don't want to miss an all-new Sonic X next week.
Watching TV could be so exciting!
Don't go away. An all-new One Piece is on 4Kids TV right now. You're watching 4Kids TV. Want more high-seas action? Now back to One Piece. On the next piece of One Piece, before Zolo was a master, he was a disaster.
You have studied the way of two swords?
This is my first time even holding one!
What was it that turned him into a hero? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next piece of One Piece, Luffy's told his dream will lead to disaster.
Whatever you do, matey, don't go to the Grand Line. You're still a young fella. Don't rush to your doom.
But can this pirate be trusted? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. We'll be right back with more One Piece, only on 4Kids TV. It's more than a summer bummer for the Straw Hat crew when Zolo crosses swords with Luffy.
Time to find out. What's stronger, my sword slicing?
Or my super stretching!
An all-new episode of One Piece is coming up next week. You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, back to more One Piece. On the next piece of One Piece, is the battle over for Luffy and Arlong?
The whole building's going down.
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. Are girl pirates as good as boy pirates, or even better?
We're totally smarter, definitely tougher, and so much cuter.
But you're still girls.
Yeah, don't forget it!
Watch the girls on One Piece later this morning. And now, back to One Piece.
What do you call a national meeting of doctors?
A snooze fest?
Wrong! An ambush!
Dr. H!
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece. Coming up next.
What would Dr. K do if Chopper joined the crew?
Congratulate him?
Wrong! She'd clobber him! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece next week.
Have a heaping helping of Kirby right back at you when we return.
Yes, cartoons cracking up!
Big monster!
He's trying to eat Kirby, and we're next. We all gonna be Escartoon Grub? It's an all-new Kirby right back at you next week.
Devour some pink power. Now more Kirby right back at ya. Take it all in when Kirby right back at you returns.
Start your engines. They're coming. It's the Bad Boy Bikers versus Kirby in Cappytown's biggest race ever. No warp stars allowed. Don't get left behind. Catch an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
Kirby right back at you will return. Now more of Kirby right back at ya.
It's the greatest race ever in Cappytown history. It's Kirby versus a bad biker gang. Just wait, I'll finish you off later. It's a fight to the finish line. Don't miss Kirby right back at you next week.
Now back to G.I. Joe Sigma 6, only on 4Kids TV.
Roll out! If you missed it the first time, here's your chance to see how it all began. Catch the very first episode of G.I. Joe Sigma 6 later this morning.
Now back to G.I. Joe Sigma 6, only on 4Kids TV.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6, an elite special forces team, the world's only defense against Cobra, a villainous organization determined to rule the world. Report for duty to Sigma 6, later this morning on 4Kids TV.
Now back to G.I. Joe Sigma 6.
Top secret. Eyes only.
Around the world, devastating attacks have been staged by a global criminal organization. Cobra, led by the maniacal Cobra Commander, they seek world domination. Mission objective: neutralize Cobra by all means necessary. Failure is not an option. Mission operatives: G.I. Joe Sigma 6. Duke, Team Leader. Snake Eyes, Ninja Commando. Heavy Duty, Artillery Master. Scarlet, Counterintelligence. Tunnel Rat, Infiltration Expert. And we need you, too. Report for duty to G.I. Joe Sigma 6. All new, later this morning.
Last week, you took your first step toward chaotic. Today, the journey continues to a realm of unthinkable excitement. A place where the real meets the unreal. Chaotic, the world premiere. Next, only on 4Kids TV. You can start your own chaotic adventure by heading to 4kids.tv and entering the secret password, Maxor.
One of these characters from Chaotic will never be seen again.
This can't be happening! It can't!
You won't want to miss an all-new Chaotic at its new time, today at 10:30.
Finally, it can be told.
Girls are smarter, stronger, and better than boys.
You think girls are better than guys?
Let's find out. You versus me, male versus female, today.
Which are better, boys or girls? The answer on an all-new Chaotic. Next week.
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, back to the future with Ninja Turtles Fast Forward.
Come on, do you call that wrestling? Oh yeah! Triple threat is as bad as they get! And Raph gets in over his head! Turtle suplex! Raph gets a whooping on Ninja Turtles Fast Forward! All new next week!
We'll be back with more Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, only on 4Kids TV.
Helix 2 comes out today. The most highly anticipated vid game ever.
We take the games, you take the heat! Step away from the games, player hater!
Jump ahead to an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
Cody! I'm the one who got dumped on his shell. How about Mikey?
Notorious intergalactic mercenary named Torben Zix.
Zix of the Black Blade? Zix the Enigma? He's a troublemaker of legendary proportions. Wow, he's good. Jump ahead to an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward later this morning.
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now back to Ninja Turtles Fast Forward.
Michelangelo demonstrates how to eat popcorn while we show scenes from the next Ninja Turtles Fast Forward. Brilliant! Jump ahead to an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week. Leonardo shows us how not to eat popcorn. Oh, Leo.
You signaled, Chief? No, I signaled.
What's all this there?
Jump ahead to an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
We should probably go save him now, huh? And now back to Ninja Turtles Fast Forward.
Just another day. Not! That armor's 10 times stronger than mine. How can I beat that?
The game is over, boy.
Things will never be the same after this all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
Much as I hate to admit it, you are better looking than Raph.
You really think so?
Turtle X is on a rampage.
Turtle X was being operated by remote control?
Who's the man behind the machine? Is it Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Probably not. Catch an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Polly and Fergie find the perfect hiding spot.
What a dump!
A dump in the middle of nowhere? You know what this means? We probably can't get a pizza delivered?
You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata. Up next.
Don't go away! Another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on 4Kids TV right now!
Don't go away! There's more duels and more action with Yu-Gi-Oh! Returns!
What's the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel ever fought?
Here's your chance to decide.
Check out the highlights of 4 legendary Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels at 4kids.tv by August 20th and vote for your favorite.
The duel with the most votes will be crowned Best Duel Ever.
Then, to find out the winner, tune into 4Kids TV on September 2nd to catch the 4-part duel in its entirety.
It's time to duel!
This is the last weekend to cast your vote for the best duel ever at 4kids.tv.
You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, get ready to duel with Yu-Gi-Oh! You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, back to Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're unlocking Yu-Gi-Oh's greatest match ever for one last time. Yu-Gi vs. Kaiba, the rematch. Oh no! You don't want to miss this Yu-Gi-Oh! Special movie event today starting at 10:30 only on 4Kids TV.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Will return right after this. For the first time ever on 4Kids TV, see how it all began with the original Yu-Gi-Oh! The original rivals, the original monsters, the original duel. So join the Yu-Gi-Oh! adventure from the very beginning at 11, only on 4Kids TV.
And now, back to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yugi faces the new national champion.
Now let's get down to business. Kid gloves are off. You met your match, Yugi.
You can't miss 1 full hour of Yu-Gi-Oh! Next week, starting at 11.
Oh, I can't tell if she's just stuck on herself or totally nuts.
I will eat you alive.
Don't go away. The season premiere of Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters is on 4Kids TV right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters will return only on 4Kids TV.
According to this map, we're at some kind of ancient graveyard.
Watch out!
Get in the game on an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Next week, only on 4Kids TV. You're watching 4Kids TV. Now back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters.
That's Red Eye's Black Dragon.
Joey falls prey to a force of evil.
Joey?
Get in the game on an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Next week, only on 4Kids TV. Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters will return. The voice of evil.
Watch out! Oh no! Dark Magician, come forth!
Behind you!
Shrouded in the eye of the storm.
Join with me to become one!
Don't miss an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. And now, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters.
On an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. 5 dragons, thought to be defeated, rise as one. Can they be stopped? Turn up the heat with an all-new Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Next week.
The night of the Miss Magics competition, stars come out to shine.
Let's see what happens this year in our exciting talent contest!
Don't miss the Winx Club, coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next all new Sonic X in his quest to build a dark empire.
Those hostages need our help.
Eggman will stop at nothing.
I'll finish them with one blast.
Oh, yeah?
Catch an all new Sonic X next week.
News of the world. Who's the new Mew Mew? The fight for planet Earth rages on. And who's the latest addition to the Mew Mew crew? Why, it's international pop sensation Renee Roberts. Looks like being a superstar hasn't stopped this teen idol from teaming up with the Mew Mews. Pampered pop divas of the world, look out. We know who the real heroes are, don't we, Renee? Renee Roberts, new Mew Mew. Next week, only on 4Kids TV.
Up next on the menu, we're on tour with the American Idol. And catch our exclusive interviews with Carrie Underwood and Bo Bice. All that and more up next on the menu.
Everything that has rotted throughout all time, rise up now and join the army of decay. Rise up from the deep and destroy everything in your path.
The witches prepare for their final assault on Althea. Don't miss the Winx Club next week.
The witches begin their battle march. All that's left to conquer are those pixies. Their destruction will be swift and merciless. But Bloom is ready to bring it on with the power of the Dragon Flame.
Don't miss the Winx Club coming up next.
On the next Sonic X, what's hiding at the bottom of Prison Island? Shut down the entire system and hurry! The answer will amaze you. You! It can't be! Don't miss Sonic X! Later this morning.
Sonic's world and Earth are about to collide.
Our only hope to save both worlds is to send you and Sonic back home.
Time's running out.
Catch Sonic X before it's too late. Later this morning.
So me and Sensei were out and about, and Touch and Go wanted to join in the fun. What's the matter, Sparky? Dead battery?
Michelangelo, stop showing off.
Sorry, Sensei. Check out Best of the Ninja Turtles later this morning.
I'm like Kirsty. And I'm Chloe. Two talk radio divas with two very different styles.
Hi. How can we help?
No one likes me.
Loser! Tune in to Bratz later this morning.
A rising star
Put your hands together for Musa!
faces her toughest audience yet.
You're surrendering or I'm destroying your father right now.
Just don't hurt him.
Don't miss this show on the Winx Club later this morning.
We are opening the 4Kids Vault for a lost episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You lost a whole episode?
All new, never before seen, lost episode.
Lost. Gone forever. This isn't happening!
It's a lost epic battle you have to see to believe.
But if it's still in the vault, it's technically not lost.
Catch a lost,
but now found.
Ninja Turtles, up next. Then, check out an all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward at 10.
We take some old friends from another dimension on a tour of New York. If you want to experience New York, I've got 2 words for you. Hot dogs.
Tell me again what this is made of. Tourists.
It's an all-new Ninja Turtles. Next!
Time for me and Snake Eyes to play the ultimate game of hide and seek. I should thank you. I'll be known as the bloke who beat the world's greatest ninja.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6. All new later this morning.
It's the greatest race ever in Cappytown history. It's Kirby versus a bad fighter gang. Just wait, I'll finish you off later. It's a fight to the finish line. Don't miss Kirby right back at you. Coming up next. On an all-new Viva Pinata, when the flu strikes.
Why am I so well?
Only one pinata
I'm too cute to crack open.
can handle a party.
Oh, fudge!
An all-new Viva Pinata, today at...
My creations are yours for a trial encounter with the turtles.
We are your brothers, cloned from your tissues, but with lots and lots of issues.
A Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, coming up next.
Open your mouth and say,
On the next Viva Pinata, Fergie gets bad news.
Fergie must face his fear and actually visit Party Central. This usually doesn't happen till they see my bell.
An all-new Viva Pinata, today at 9:30.
News of the world. Who's the new Mew Mew? Why, it's international pop sensation Renee Roberts. Looks like being a superstar hasn't stopped this teen idol from teaming up with the Mew Mews. Renee Roberts, new Mew Mew. Next week.
on the next piece of One Piece. The time for Merman has arrived. Will our crew be able to take on this new super species of villains? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning.
So me and Sensei were out and about, and Touch and Go wanted to join in the fun. What's the matter, Sparky? Dead battery?
Michelangelo, stop showing off.
Sorry, Sensei. Check out Best of the Ninja Turtles later this morning.
On the next piece of One Piece. Is the battle over for Luffy and Arlong?
The whole building's going down.
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning. Sonic's world and Earth are about to collide.
Our only hope to save both worlds is to send you and Sonic back home.
Time's running out.
Catch Sonic X before it's too late. Coming up next.
Start your engines. They're coming. It's the Bad Boy Bikers versus Kirby in Cappy Town's biggest race ever. No warp stars allowed. Don't get left behind. Catch an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
They're Metarex.
Yeah.
I bet their boss stole the planet egg and turned this place into a water world. I knew there was something fishy going on.
Look behind you!
It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
How will Luffy reach the top of this mountain?
A ski lift?
Wrong! He has to climb! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece later this morning.
The Chaos Emerald's in the center of that ice palace.
There they are.
Let's go! How will we ever defeat them all when there are so many of them? Good question.
It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
What do people hunt for on Drum Island?
Reindeer?
You're right! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece later.
Sonic has the Green Emerald. Or does he?
Eggman.
It's Monkeys, Eggman, and Chaos on a jungle planet for Sonic and the gang. It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6, Duke, Team Leader. Snake Eyes, Ninja Commando. Heavy Duty, Artillery Master. And we need you, too. Report for duty to G.I. Joe Sigma 6. All new later this morning.
The search for the Metarex becomes mysterious.
They're trying to confuse us.
It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
Ghouls, witches, and goblins! Man, I just love Halloween! It's the one day where a turtle can walk around and just be a turtle.
Cool costumes.
Thanks! It's an all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning.
The Metarex mission is revealed.
Destroy Sonic, no matter what it takes.
What do we do?
Shadow returns to save the day. It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
We're in deep trouble. Surrounded and fighting for our lives. We're forced to make our toughest choice yet.
Either they get some of us, or they get all of us. Then who'd call in the rescue posse?
It's an all-new Ninja Turtles. Later this morning.
Tails and Cosmo trapped underground.
It looks like a system of interconnected caves. This is a nightmare.
Subterranean Metarex give the gang all they can handle. It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
It's an alien invasion! And man, these guys are scary! This is bad.
What was your first clue?
And as usual, it's up to us to save the day! He slimed me. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, later this morning.
Ever had one of those really bad days? The kind of day that really can't get any worse. Until it does. You gotta be kidding me. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, coming up next.
Sonic and friends travel into the intergalactic cloister and into another dimension.
Freaky! What's going on?
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning. What fun!
Evil lizards want to blank. Contestant 1, Evil Lizard Guy. We'll get back to you. Contestant 2, Donatello.
Eat everybody!
Correct! Check out the Ninja Turtles! All new later this morning.
We found Petunia's evil necklace, so we made a deal with her. Reverse the bad magic of your charm!
I promise to do all that you've asked.
But she fooled us! Don't miss this all-new magical Do-Re-Mi next week!
Evil lizards want to blank. Contestant 1, Evil Lizard Guy. We'll get back to you. Contestant 2, Donatello.
Eat everybody!
Correct! Check out the Ninja Turtles! All new next!
On a new Sonic X. Valentine's Day is over for everyone else, but not for Amy.
I'll catch Sonic in a trap and his heart will burn with love!
Love is fleeing on an all-new Sonic X. Later this morning.
Two brothers turning against each other in this ultimate face-off.
Defeat Hamato Yoshi as you wish, Master.
You won't want to miss this all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning.
On a new Sonic X, it's an intergalactic attack as Eggman teams up with the Metarex to destroy Sonic and the crew.
Sonic, no!
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
Two brothers turning against each other in this ultimate face-off.
Defeat Hamato Yoshi as you wish, Master.
You won't want to miss this all-new Ninja Turtles coming up next.
Take one evil stepmother and two evil stepsisters.
You're like such a loser.
And you've got a Cinderella story like you've never seen before. Have a ball on an all-new Bratz next week, only on 4Kids TV.
Dinosaurs, the fiercest predator of all time. Their rampage cannot be stopped.
Joe! Now, that's embarrassing.
Catch the Ninja Turtles, all new later this morning.
On a new Sonic X.
We have to repair our ship and take on that fleet.
I'm waiting for you, Sonic.
There won't be any escape for Sonic the Hedgehog. We're trapped.
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
Dinosaurs, the fiercest predator of all time. Their rampage cannot be stopped.
Joe! Now, that's embarrassing.
Catch the Ninja Turtles, all new next.
Does Sigma 6 have the firepower to save the city from Cobra's mega robots?
Weapon systems at full power. Fire all missiles!
Set your sights on an all-new G.I. Joe Sigma 6 later this morning.
New York City? Sasha drops a bomb on the Bratz. I'm out of here in a week.
Bunny Boo, you can't just leave. Later.
Don't miss Bratz. Up next, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Holly takes the stage. But will it be a hit?
Baby, 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 mama the thing with the bling and the yo and the yo.
You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
That's just wrong.
Hotel's having a competition to see who's best at surviving in the wilderness.
The Bratz get a taste of reality in the great outdoors. Will fear be a factor? It's survival of the fittest on Bratz. Coming up next.
In the Viva justice system, pinatas are innocent until proven guilty.
How do you plead?
You can't handle the truth!
That's the one!
What will the verdict be? Find out on the next all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
On the next Bratz.
Mother of Pink, I've been robbed!
The Bratz have a case to crack.
Diamonds!
Hello, girls. May I help you?
Catch Bratz. Coming up next.
Lost in space, Kirby crash lands on a strange planet.
Captain's log, day 1. Planet extremely foggy.
An alien! Blast off with an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
Calling all girls, be on the lookout for a tall, dark, and rockin' hottie.
Hey, what's up?
Hey! What's this not worth our friendship doing out with my boyfriend? My boyfriend! Don't miss Bratz. Up next.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Holly and Fergie find the perfect hiding spot.
What a dump!
A dump in the middle of nowhere? You know what this means?
We probably can't get a pizza delivered?
You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
Friends sending the Bratz on a super secret mission. You want us to go to Paris? But do they have what it takes to be undercover agents?
Paris, here we come!
Don't miss Bratz. Coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next Viva Pinata,
Here it is, the answer to all your problems.
My confetti-itis, colorblindness, and broken toilet?
Okay, the answer to one of your problems.
you gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30. On the next Viva Pinata, Fergie's fancy footwork goes from fair to foul. Can he win the dance contest? Shake a leg with Viva Pinata. Up next, only on 4Kids TV.
Force Majar's one creature, not two.
One creature, two,
Not
two creatures,
One creature.
one creature, two creatures, one me. Can't wrap my head around this.
Can you get your head around this? All new Chaotic. Today at 10:30.
On the next Sonic X.
The president's giving a party and you're invited.
But when Sonic doesn't show...
Hey, where's Sonic?
The president goes on the warpath. Catch Sonic X up next.
4 warriors, waiting for the day when evil comes. That day is here.
The fate of the realm is in our hands.
Catch an all-new episode of Gigantic Defenders today.
On the next Sonic X. A hunt for buried treasure leads to underwater warfare. Can Sonic sink this creep from the deep? Or is he in over his head? Find out on the next Sonic X. Up next.
I got a battle. You and me right now. I win, you're gone. I've got you right where I want you.
Cast the power with an all-new Gigantic Defenders today at 11.
In the universe of the future, extreme high-speed racing is the ultimate sport. But this is no ordinary contest.
Make sure they never race again.
Evil forces are plotting to rule the universe.
I'll take them out.
Now one pilot from the past must battle to save the future. Here I come. Don't miss F-Zero GP Legend. Right now.
On the next piece of One Piece. Is it sink or swim for Luffy?
You can't! No!
Sink it is. Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next.
Ah, birds, nature's most gentle creatures.
That's a load of hooey. They attacking Capitan, destroying everything. Get me Kirby. But how can Kirby beat that beach behemoth? Find out on an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
On the next piece of One Piece. Is the battle over for Luffy and Arlong?
The whole building's going down.
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. On a very special Sonic X. Not ready to say goodbye. Chris and Sonic run away. 2 best friends. 1 incredible journey. You won't want to miss Sonic X next week. It's a summer bummer for Sanji when his hope of finding the fish of his dreams doesn't pan out.
I just gotta have that fish.
No way! An all-new episode of One Piece is coming up next.
The Winx girls battle a giant snow monster while trapped on the ice world Sparks.
I think it's time for Plan B. What's Plan B?
Run! Don't miss the Winx Club next week.
Love is in the air.
Cosmo certainly is special.
And they get help from an unlikely source.
This romance still needs a little push.
It's Cosmo, Tails, and Fireworks on an all-new Sonic X next.
Time for me and Snake Eyes to play the ultimate game of hide and seek. I should thank you. I'll be known as the bloke who beat the world's greatest ninja.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6. All new later this morning.
On a new Sonic X, it's an intergalactic attack as Eggman teams up with the Metarex to destroy Sonic and the crew.
Sonic, no!
It's an all-new Sonic X next.
Cobra Commander's ambush takes Duke and the gang by surprise.
His spike will be electrified.
Little do they know, they're in for a shocking experience which renders them helpless. Don't miss an all-new G.I. Joe Sigma 6. Later this morning.
On the next piece of One Piece, Greed's entire fleet is destroyed by just one man. Who is this villain? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next.
Hun is on the run to rescue Karai from the evil bishop, or else she's gonna fry. There's crazy danger, the turtles lend a hand, but can they survive when Bishop's in command? Check out an all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning.
It's a three-way crossfire between the Turtles, Shredder, and Bishop. The action explodes! Exodus! You can't miss part 1 of this 2-part Ninja Turtles season finale. All new, next.
First, the Shaman turn on each other.
We are better, and you know it.
And then everything takes a turn for the worse.
Here we come!
It's a devastating new Shaman King, later this morning.
So me and Sensei were out and about, and Touch and Go wanted to join in the fun. What's the matter, Sparky? Dead battery?
Michelangelo, stop showing off.
Sorry, Sensei. Check out Best of the Ninja Turtles, coming up next.
Start your engines. They're coming. It's the Bad Boy Bikers versus Kirby in Cappytown's biggest race ever. No warp stars allowed. Don't get left behind. Catch an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
It's not often you meet a howling, flying, bandaged monster who turns down generous gifts and doesn't make friends easily. But you gotta admit, the dude has some sweet moves. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles. Next!
G.I. Joe Sigma 6, Duke, Team Leader, Snake Eyes, Ninja Commando, Heavy Duty, Artillery Master, and we need you, too. Report for duty to G.I. Joe Sigma 6, all new, later this morning.
Don't go away. G.I. Joe Sigma 6 has moved to a new time, and we're coming up next. Things are really heating up with Cobra, so you won't want to miss a minute of the action.
On a new Ninja Turtles, Leonardo returns to the ancient land of his ancestors. There, he begins a search for redemption, enlightenment, and the ultimate teacher.
Nice one, eh?
It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, next week.
Hun is on the run to rescue Karai from the evil bishop, or else she's gonna fry. There's crazy danger, the turtles lend a hand, but can they survive when Bishop's in command? Check out an all-new Ninja Turtles, coming up next, on the next all-new Shaman King.
Forget your friends, leave here or be destroyed.
I am not leaving here without my friends!
Don't miss an all-new Shaman King, later this morning.
A new computer turns Kirby and DDD into cartoons. But when the computer turns into a monster, the real show begins.
I'm going to delete your friend Kirby permanently.
Don't miss an all-new Kirby right back at you, coming up next.
So me and Sensei were out and about, and Touch and Go wanted to join in the fun. What's the matter, Sparky? Dead battery?
Michelangelo, stop showing off.
Sorry, Sensei. Check out Best of the Ninja Turtles, next week.
Start your engines. They're coming. It's the Bad Boy Bikers versus Kirby in Cappytown's biggest race ever. No warp stars allowed. Don't get left behind. Catch an all-new Kirby right back at you. Coming up next.
Coming up on Best of the Ninja Turtles, my obsession with comic books leads us to a house of action heroes.
It's just some old dudes.
Old? So we had to help these old-timers before it was too late.
Oh, no.
It's Best of the Ninja Turtles, next week.
Sonic has the green emerald. Or does he?
Eggman.
It's monkeys, Eggman, and chaos on a jungle planet for Sonic and the gang. It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
It's not often you meet a howling, flying, bandaged monster who turns down generous gifts and doesn't make friends easily. But you gotta admit, the dude has some sweet moves. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
The search for the Metarex becomes mysterious.
They're trying to confuse us.
It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
Ghouls, witches, and goblins! Man, I just love Halloween. It's the one day where a turtle can walk around and just be a turtle.
Cool costumes.
Thanks. New Ninja Turtles next week. Hun is back!
You and me, we got unfinished business.
And he handles Casey and Leo with ease. But how's he gonna do against this big, hairy, scary thing? It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
The Metarex mission is revealed.
Destroy Sonic, no matter what it takes.
What do we do?
Shadow returns to save the day. It's an all-new Sonic X next week. Tails and Cosmo trapped underground.
It looks like a system of interconnected caves. This is a nightmare.
Subterranean Metarex give the gang all they can handle. It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
Bloom battles it out with Princess Diaspro to win Brandon's heart.
You're finished!
You're the one who's finished!
No, I'm just getting started.
Oh, yeah? Don't miss the Winx Club next week.
Is it good luck or bad luck for old Roger's hometown?
Good luck?
Wrong. An all-new episode of One Piece is coming up next week.
What do you call a national meeting of doctors?
A snooze fest?
Wrong! An ambush!
Buster 8!
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece. Coming up next.
Sonic comes for Cream and Cosmo.
Let her go, or you'll be sorry.
Oh yeah! Gators, Space, and Cheese Snapping challenge Sonic and the gang. It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
What do you get when a bunch of rabbits jump up and down in the snow?
The bunny hop?
Wrong! An avalanche! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece. Coming up next.
They're Metarex.
Yeah.
I bet their boss stole the planet egg and turned this place into a water world. I knew there was something fishy going on.
Look behind you!
It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
What do people hunt for on Drum Island?
Reindeer?
You're right! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece. Coming up next.
The Chaos Emerald's in the center of that ice palace.
There they are.
Let's go! How will we ever defeat them all when there are so many of them? Good question.
It's an all-new Sonic X next week.
I still have one more card out. The card that took the last bit of Yugi's courage to play. And now it's time to find out what it is. It's the grand finale of the match of the millennium on 1 full hour of Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up next.
Will Raph ever learn? Hologram. 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 You stick it! An all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Polly and Fergie find the perfect hiding spot.
What a dump!
A dump in the middle of nowhere? You know what this means?
We probably can't get a pizza delivered?
You gotta catch an all-new Viva...
You've got questions, like, what is that? Did that hurt? And how did we get 99 years in the future? Well, get your answers on the first ever episode of Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
An ill-fated journey to a dangerous new land.
That board game! We've entered the world of Capsule Monsters!
Don't miss the season premiere of Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters. Up next, only on 4Kids TV.
The Dreadnoughts are on the move, and Duke is in a race to stop them. But will somebody stop Duke first? Don't miss the season premiere of G.I. Joe Sigma 6 later this morning.
Girls are smarter, stronger, and better than boys.
You think girls are better than guys? Let's find out today. Which are better, boys or girls? The answer on an all-new Chaotic next week. Will Raph ever learn? Hologram. 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 You stick it! An all-new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward next week.
On the season finale of Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters, the final battle. Will Yugi and his friends survive, or be trapped in the world of Capsule Monsters forever? Don't miss the season finale of Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters next week.